Dear President, Madam Prime Minister, Ministers of Lithuania, we are very grateful to be here today, and you will see that in 12, latest in 13 months, we will be here again. And what we see is at the moment a fence, but what we want to see in 12 months is a production line. And this is not a wishful thinking. Believe me, we will make it happen. Welcome also, dear State Secretary Schmidt from the German government, dear Mayor, dear Ambassador Zimmermann. I also feel very proud that our CEO of EPSO is here, Mr. Kaitharis. Honourable members of the Parliament, distinguished guests from the diplomatic corps and armed forces, dear generals, ladies and gentlemen, and also very special from my side, my colleagues from Rheinmetall, because you have to work here, some of them have to work here, together with 400 people here from Lithuania, because we want to produce in 2 shifts, and every shift we need 200 people. But not only these 400 people are important, and we discussed it with the President before. What we want to do, we want to build up a supply chain here in Lithuania. Here on NATO's eastern flank, around 150 kilometers from the Russian enclave of Kaliningrad, and around 300 kilometers from Belarus, we will shortly be sending out another important signal for the German-Lithuanian partnership and for the joint defense readiness of NATO and of the European Union. We are breaking ground for our new, we call it in Germany, Werk Litauen, so production line Litauen, or Lithuanian ammunition plant, which will manufacture 155mm artillery rounds. We are able to produce at the beginning 35,000 rounds, but we are able to produce much more if we want. We are able to react, and this is exactly what we want. This will bring our countries even closer together, not only on a military level, but also in terms of security and defense industry. We at Rheinmetall are very grateful for the trust that your country and you, Mr. President, is giving us. This new plant, as part of our Pan-American and Pan-European production network, is not only an expression of your country's stance as described above, but for us it is also an expression of a long-term partnership with the country of Lithuania. I am therefore all more delighted that we will also sign a memorandum of understanding today for the construction of a further Center of Excellence. This is the Center of Excellence of powder, and this is the most important thing at the moment because that is the bottleneck that we have here in Europe. These are powder systems and these are propellant systems. Ladies and gentlemen, with the construction of the plant in Lithuania, we are continuing to write our company's history here in the Baltic region. Our joint venture, Lithuania Defense Service in Satu Mare, maintains combat vehicles with the German Panzerbrigade 45, other NATO armies and Ukraine. Now we are adding another chapter, this time on the subject of artillery production. Another core competence that has distinguished us at Rheinmetall since our foundation, and Rheinmetall is a company which is founded in 1889. With the establishment of the Lithuanian ammunition plant in the municipality of Baisogala, Lithuania is taking another step towards strengthening its defense sector. A modern production facility, including a projectile forging shop. A filling plant is being built here on a site covering around 340 hectares. It will commence operations in mid-2026. As I said, we want to start in 1 year, but we will be in full production in mid-2026. And once fully operated in 2027, we grow up to 75 or maybe 100,000 rounds. It will be capable of productions these numbers, and up to 300 million we will be invested directly in Lithuania. As I said before, 200 people per shift are available, and the mayor told me it's not a problem to do that here in that region. Ladies and gentlemen, the new Lithuanian ammunition plant will be of strategic importance, not only for Lithuania itself, but also for Europe and NATO. Its construction is a direct response of the turning point in history. We call it Zeitenwende in Germany. And this is an important signal also to Russia to show that we are effective and we are able as NATO to react. Dear State Secretary Dr. Schmidt, it's a great honor also that you are with us, and it's an important signal also that Germany stands with Lithuania, that the German government has a good partnership with Rheinmetall, with Lithuania, and only together we are able to win the fight. Mr. President, dear Prime Minister, dear Ministers, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you very much for the trustful relationship that we have with your country. From the beginning, and it was a very fast decision that you made, from the beginning of the decision-making process until now, it is about 9 months. So it's a very fast decision. So it's congratulations to your government, congratulations to your leadership, Mr. President. Once again, I will express my sincere thankfulness for that, what you are doing, and I can guarantee you that we as Rheinmetall, we do everything to help to protect your country and to help to create jobs and to make Lithuania great. Thank you very much.
Dear Prime Minister, members of government, dear Parliamentary State Secretary Dr. Schmidt, dear Mr. Papperger, ladies and gentlemen, today we reaffirm our shared readiness to the deterrence and defense of Europe. Recognizing that European security depends on strong political will, effective defense capabilities and robust defense industry, we break the ground for the Rheinmetall ammunition factory here in Baisogalos. The Lithuanian people understand the true value of freedom. We cherish our commitments to NATO and the European Union as the guarantors of our security. We also are ready to provide security to our allies. All for one, one for all. We will do whatever is needed to protect our freedom and the values that we share. Lithuania stands ready to take part in the collective defense with pride and confidence. With more than 5% of GDP to be spent on national defense next year, we are eager to build the shields that protect us all. We highly appreciate the historic decision of Germany to permanently deploy a Bundeswehr brigade in Lithuania. I am sure this will be inscribed in the books of our shared history. As German Chancellor Friedrich Merz said a few months ago, the security of Lithuania is also our security. The protection of Vilnius is the protection of Berlin. For Lithuania, this state-of-the-art artillery ammunition production facility, the largest defense investment in the country's history, is not merely an industrial project. It is a strategic step aimed at building deterrence as a precondition of peace. Today, we witness how the Zeitenwende proclaimed in Berlin materializes on the Lithuanian soil in steel, technology, and most importantly, in trust. It is with profound gratitude that I address to Rheinmetall leadership today. You have placed your trust in the Lithuanian people, our industrial capabilities, and the future we share. In return, we offer unwavering partnership and hospitality. I also greatly appreciate all the efforts made by EPSO-G Invest to accelerate the project. The Rheinmetall factory, when completed, will serve every soldier under NATO's flag. It will contribute to the Europe capable of defending itself and control its own ammunition supply. A Europe that cannot be blackmailed or intimidated. A Europe ready to act when action is needed. And I am pleased to know that the Memorandum of Understanding, to be signed soon, looks ahead to the potential second factory in Lithuania. We all need such ambition in an increasingly unstable, yet also highly promising world. Undoubtedly, Rheinmetall ammunition factory will also impact the lives of the people of Baisogalos. I know that your community has shown great resilience. It has endured and flourished through generations, as evidenced by the beautiful local manor and historic church. Today, I can assure you that this factory comes with care for the environment, for your homes, for your safety. And it will bring new economic opportunities for the entire community. Future generations will reap the benefits of this great investment and of the great partnership between Lithuania and Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, we act today to secure tomorrow. So let this day stand as everlasting proof of our shared resolve and friendship. Thank you. Ačiū, vielen Dank und viel Erfolg. Danke.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a wonderful day, and I'm so surprised that 9 months is, for me, it's a quite short period, like it's a baby born. When you decide it, and suddenly 9 months, and you have a result. So it looks very promising. So I hope that after 12 months we will be right here, but in the building. So hopefully it will be maybe much quicker. But for me, it is a great honor to be here today at the groundbreaking ceremony of the first Rheinmetall ammunition plant in Lithuania. And it is not only the largest joint investment between Lithuania and Germany in the defense sector, but also the first project directly addressing our country's urgent security needs. Today, we also mark another important milestone, the signing of Memorandum of Understanding to establish a joint model charge production facility in Lithuania. This initiative will ensure a reliable and independent local capacity for 155 millimeter ammunition supply, serving both our national requirements and those of our partners. We are proud that this plant will serve not only Lithuanians' needs, but also become an integral part of Rheinmetall's global supply chain, a symbol of trust, partnership, and shared responsibility of Europe's security. The Baisogalos project represents a new chapter of German-Lithuanian industrial cooperation in defense. It is an investment not only in advanced technology, but in a safer and more secure future for Europe. Its success will strengthen Lithuania's defense capabilities, contribute to the security of our region, and support Ukraine's heroic struggle for freedom. We all wish to see peace restored soon. Yet we also recognize that Europe must remain vigilant and that sustained investment in defense, preparedness and resilience is not just necessary, it is our duty. It is also a historical moment. For the first time, artillery ammunition will be produced here on Lithuanian soil. I wish all partners every success in construction ahead and in our continued cooperation. May this project stand as a lasting example of what we can achieve together, in trust, in friendship, and in unity, as allies, as friends, and as a united Europe. Thank you for your trust in Lithuania.
Mr. President, Madam Prime Minister, dear Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to be here with you today and to convey the best wishes of Minister Pistorius. Over the past few years, our close partnership and cooperation with Lithuania has not only grown, it has become a firm pillar of regional security. Let me take this opportunity to underline this once again. The security of the eastern flank of the entire Baltic region and the security of Lithuania are part of our European security. Your security is our security, your freedom is our freedom. And we are well aware of our responsibility and are committed to the security of our allies. In our bilateral cooperation, the role of the German brigade is particularly significant. The activation ceremony of the 45 Armored Brigade in May 2025 in Vilnius was an important milestone, demonstrating our commitment to delivering our share when it comes to reinforcing NATO's presence at the eastern flank. We are serious about our contribution to deterrence and defense. We are addressing the threat not only on behalf of the local population here, but on behalf of European security as a whole. We are ensuring security for our common future. Our close cooperation increases deterrence against Russia, promotes the responsiveness of our armed forces, and secures NATO territory at its eastern flank. Interoperability and interchangeability are of particular importance in this cooperation. Interoperability describes the smooth interaction of systems, procedures and players across national borders. Equipment, electronics, logistics, as well as the pertaining databases, training and the conduct of operations, mesh like cogwheels to ensure efficient, safe and targeted operations. This principle is complemented by interchangeability. Components, maintenance concepts, supply chains, and supporting infrastructure can be flexibly used by different partners without cuts to quality or reliability. All of this is important for three reasons. First, harmonized standards, interfaces, and maintenance processes allow the sharing of resources. They speed up repairs and permit missions to be launched more quickly. Second, it increases resilience. Different systems based on common standards provide redundancies and adaptability in dynamic crisis situations. And third, responsible use of resources, minimize double procurement, reduce costs and stockholding all support a sustainable security policy. The benefits of interoperability and interchangeability, which means identical systems, interfaces and logistics systems, go way beyond the financial. I'm therefore very grateful that Lithuania takes these issues seriously. For example, Lithuania is procuring 45 Leopard 2 main battle tanks, the type that is also used by the German armed forces. This is one of the reasons why we are here today, to lay the first stone for an ammunition plant that will produce the standard 155 mm caliber of NATO artillery forces. This is interoperability and interchangeability in practice. The war in Ukraine in particular highlights the importance of artillery ammunition. Despite the massive increase in the use of drones, 155 mm ammunition remains a main consumable in a war of attrition and a bottleneck factor in Russia's war of aggression. Stepping up production capacities, especially of ammunition, is needed for our security and therefore essential for all NATO partners. This is why I'm glad that with this plant, Rheinmetall will further increase production capacities in Europe. It shows that democracies are prepared to assume responsibility and to stand up for each other. However, our partnership with Lithuania is not only important in terms of security, it's an investment in the future. It allows young people from both countries to learn from one another, to appreciate cultural diversity and to develop a common understanding of freedom and security. These networks will create the trust needed for sustainable cooperation in times of crisis. In times like this cannot be underestimated. Now the sun has come up, we can proceed. Thank you very much for your attention.